All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. This is going to be a lesson on how some of the people closest to us might very well be some of the people that end up betraying us, man. Right? And they end up trying to expose that we ain't right, when really it's this world that ain't right, and we ain't done nothing wrong according to what the Lord sees anyway. Right? According to what the Lord's gonna count us as guilty or not guilty for, we are innocent, because he's gonna justify all the things that could be said about us that we did do wrong, as it says in Romans 8:33. This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And there's many different things that are part of that temptation, man. Several, right? You might have been in superior health when you first started believing in the Lord. You might have been superior popularity when you started believing in the Lord. You might have had talents that could turn into financial gain before you started believing in the Lord. And then you notice that as soon as you start calling upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and actually mean that from that point on till now, your life gradually, according to what men's eyes would see anyway, got worse and worse every single day. But these people don't know that that is actually you being tried to see if you are worthy to be a believer of the Lord. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right? There's many things that men are going through right now that other people don't understand, man, because they don't go through these things in the same way as what we do, right? They don't go through the same things that we go through, man. And some people in this world will think it's funny, right? They'll think it's funny. Oh, ha, 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 he got arrested. That's not funny. What's funny about a man getting arrested? What's funny about that? Ha, 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 someone threw water on him from a building when he was reading. That's not funny. Because you people wouldn't want to be assaulted for believing what you believe in, right? You same people that complain about Israelites, so-called, as you want to say, pushing their views on you. You wouldn't want somebody to beat you up and throw and do things to you for you believing what you believe, would you? But they'll think it's funny. Ha ha ha. He's broke. Ha. Isn't it funny that this man I was working with this guy and I saw that he was reading the Bible, and I called the police, I called the HR department, and I tried to get him fired. That's funny. Or I did get him fired. They'll think that that's funny, that brothers have went through stuff like that. They'll think it's funny to do them kind of things. They'll think it's funny that a man might have had his health damaged. You know? They'll think it's funny that people might try and bully someone's child or something like that, man. They'll think it's funny to snitch on their to try and badmouth their neighbor to the other neighbors whenever he goes out. Oh, he's into that. He's into that weird thing, right? Just because they don't believe in it. They'll think it's funny. All of these things that men that believe in Yahweh went through, man. But is it going to be funny when it's their turn to go through some of the same things? Is it going to be funny then when all hell breaks loose? Is it going to be funny then when them same things are happening to everyone? And the people that those things are happening to now are not going through those things and are protected from everything? Is that going to be funny? Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. So we've been told the procedure when we go through these things, because it's not going to stay that way forever. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that believe the Lord, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. So that's what we're waiting for, man. And I also want to say in this video, man, don't be surprised, man. Do not be surprised if your family, friends, these so-called women out there, don't be surprised if they betray you, right? Don't be shocked. Don't be surprised, because the scriptures tell you not to be surprised. Luke chapter 21 and verse 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before what you shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. Right? Don't be surprised, man, if some of these so-called women, some of these so-called parents, mums and dads and all of that, right? Cousins, uncle, auntie, right? So-called friends, former friends in the world and all of that. If they when they put the message out there trying to say that people that believe what we believe are criminal, don't be surprised that these same gullible people that was jumping up and down, running around with masks on their face, don't be surprised if they believe that. Don't be surprised if they believe what they've been told on the internet, because these people are zombies, man. Don't be surprised if these so-called women, right, that really are not our wives anyway, because there's been way more men in a lot of cases. There's at least been one man before you that's got more of a claim to that woman being their wife than you have, right? And in some cases it might be two, in some cases it might be three, 4, 5, but in most of the cases in this world it's at least 10 some of the time, man. 10 men. And some of these women are so grimy out there and so secretive with the things that they do that it could be within their 30s, 40s, and some of them are such demons that it's in the triple figures. That is 100 men before you that could have a claim for that woman being their husband, that woman being their wife before you got the claim. But we know in most of the cases in this world, it's definitely more than one, or at least one. You know, one would be considered a good thing in this world for a woman to only have a body count of one before meeting with a guy. But we know that that ain't the world that we're living in, though, right? So there's that woman is not even really, unless Yahweh's connected you to in the spirit, that woman's not really your wife. And that's why she ain't gonna have a problem betraying you, because really, you're not her husband and she's not your wife. That's the real way, according to scripture, that it is. Verse 16, and you shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Right? Believing in Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai don't benefit you in this world. Right? That don't make you be considered a good thing in this world, man. This world don't care nothing about that. You'd be better up, you'd be more likely to make more friends in this world if you became a criminal. You know? You're more likely to increase your position in this world, becoming part of the alphabet community, than becoming a believer in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And that's why we have to reject this world, man. That's why the scriptures say this. Let me go to it. The scriptures say, love not the world, man. We ain't supposed to love this place. This place is wicked as hell, man. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16 and verse 15, for love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. So don't be surprised, man. Don't be surprised when you see the things that these people are prepared to do, man. Don't be shocked. Don't be surprised, because these people are wicked, right? These people are not righteous in any kind of way. And they will, like the scriptures say, if they get the chance and if they feel like it can benefit their position, they will betray us, man. Verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now there are many anti-Amashayaks, man, whereby we know that it is the last time. So if there's many people that are against Yahweh Shai, then that means there's many people that we know in the world that are also against Yahweh Shai, man. So they are going to betray us if they get the chance, man. And that's just an important thing to understand, to keep your mindset real, man. To make your mindset stay real, and to really understand that in this world we're surrounded by evil, man, and that we are the sheep in this world. We might, just because you got a bit of a strong countenance on your face and you might be a bit bigger than average, right? That don't mean we're the sheep, man. There's more of these people that are in the world that are wicked than there's people that believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. There's a remnant that believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. The percentage of believers is smaller than the percentage of disbelief, right? And I'm going to end the lesson there. Shalom to the elect, to the nation of Israel. Shalom.